All right, welcome everybody. We're going to start off chapter 11 a little differently. Check this out.
Thank you. Green bean.
Oh, that is what I get to experience every single day, everybody. Well, hey, welcome back. That's if you don't know who that is, that's my 1-year-old kid, Levi. He's a handful every single day. A lot of fun, tons of fun. That's what I get to do while you guys are at home and while I'm at home. All right, brand new chapter. Hey, let's get started, everybody. It's Friday. Happy Friday. We got a weekend ahead of us. I really hope you've taken a look at the temperature because it is supposed to be 76 tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Everybody, go to the beach. Go to the beach. Get in that freezing water of Lake Michigan. Make sure you're 6 feet away from each other. But oh my gosh, enjoy yourself. Make sure you get this homework done first and then go to the beach. All right, so before we get started, with chapter 11, section 1, I wanted to just kind of remind everybody what the chapter really looked like, what the entire book looked like. At the beginning of the year, I gave you this smiley face, frowny face chart talking about which chapters were easy, which chapters were hard. Hard chapter, hard chapter, hard chapter. The evens are the hard chapters, whereas the odds are, let's be honest, relatively easy. We are about to jump into a relatively easy chapter, so if you are in desperate need of a grade booster, your grade just came down because you took that quiz a couple days ago and yikes, it just wasn't the best, or maybe you just didn't turn in your binder, or maybe you did half your review guide. I don't know. If you need an easy chapter, if your grade needs to come up, we got the chapter for you, everybody. A couple things I wanted to run by you really quick, and then I'm jumping into my lesson, so bear with me. First of all, grades are updated in Harmony. They're all taken care of. Your binders are in. Your review guides are in. Everything from chapter 10 is in. Pictures of your binders. Thank you for everybody who took all those pictures and sent them to my email. I combed through, I looked through every single picture to make sure your notes look good, and hey, they looked awesome. They looked fantastic. I think a shout out goes to the person who had the most attachments, the most pictures sent. I think it was either 45 or 50. Somebody sent me 45 pictures of their notes because they just write big, and it was all there. It was all there. That kid got a 10 out of 10, so well done. So grades are updated. Check your grades in Harmony. 11 days left, everybody, if you're counting the number of days, because you're pulling your hair out, which is going to lead us to number 4, the fourth one. We got 11 days left. If you count all the Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays from now to the last day, 11, folks. Not bad. Hang in there. We're almost done. Third bullet, questions. If you have questions about anything, anything, shoot me an email. Please get a hold of me. If you're stumped on your homework, email me. I'll get back to you. If I made a mistake on Harmony, if I goofed up your grade, if I gave you an incorrect grade, email me. If you got questions about the upcoming Chapter 11 quiz, email me. Just get a hold of me. There's always that outlet. And then last but not least, hair. I wanted to throw this in there. Is anybody getting just completely aggravated by how long their hair is getting? All the haircut places in Valpo are just, they're closed from the quarantine. I'm not able to get my hair cut, and it's driving me nuts. All right, so I know you guys can't see me, but let's put the visual out there. Since we started quarantine, I haven't gotten my hair cut, and it's past my shoulders, everybody. My hair is past my shoulders. It's just driving me nuts. It takes about 2 hours to dry off after a shower. I get my hair wet. It's terrible. I need to chop off my hair. I don't know. If anybody else is feeling the same way, shoot me an email. Let me know. Let me know your hair is long and you're just itching for a haircut. Just kidding. No, my hair is not past my shoulders. I don't even have hair. Alright, let's get started. Let's get the bad Mr. Kosal humor out of the way. 11.1. Go ahead and get your notes out. Get ready. Yes, we're doing a binder check at the end of chapter 11. I'll be checking these notes. Here we go. This is the area chapter, everybody. Area of parallelograms and triangles. I'm telling you, folks, we got an easy section ahead of us. All right. Hopefully you can see this. I've got a little demonstration that I'm going to throw your way in just a bit. I've got a parallelogram right here. Cut it out before we started the video, and we're going to do something with it. But let's put that aside for now. In your notes, to kind of start things off, let's start with some area of some polygons that we know. Let's start off with square, rectangle. And let's just start off with those two. Everybody hopefully should know, one, what a square and a rectangle look like, but two, what the area equations of them are. So everybody go ahead and draw a square. Square has 4 right angles and 4 congruent sides. You know, your typical square. And let's label it accordingly, shall we? Alright, I'm going to put the B down here. I'm going to put the H right here. Represents base, height. I know some math books teach it with length and width. Others use base and height. It doesn't matter. It's the same equation. I wish I could just call on somebody, you know. Anybody know what the area equation is of a square? It's base times height. You take the base and you multiply it by the height. Nothing crazy there. Or another equation is length times width. It's the exact same thing. I think the book uses base and height. That's why I'm going to use it as well. That's the area of a square. Rectangle, it's the exact same thing. It's just an elongated square, really. 4 right angles. Does not have 4 congruent sides. If it had 4 congruent sides, it'd be a square. But once again, this is your base. This is your height. And the area equation is base times height. Take the base, whatever that is, multiply by the height, whatever that is. Folks, you get the area. By the way, area is a way to represent how much you can fill the inside of the polygon with. In other words, how much you can color the inside of your rectangle, of your square. That represents the area. These two polygons are not what we're talking about today, but they're surely going to help us with the two that we are going to talk about, parallelograms and triangles. So let's go parallelogram first. And then let's put triangle over here. I'm telling you, this is an easy section. Alright, parallelogram. I got my demonstration. No, you don't need to make your own. I want everybody to kind of let this sink in, what I'm about to do. Hopefully this is a pretty sweet demonstration. I'll let you be the judge of that. Draw yourself a parallelogram. And this is one of those figures that not many people know the area equation to this. Let's see, we'll put the base down here. That's going to represent that base. And the height always has to be perpendicular to the base. So once again, we got the base, the height, perpendicular. That's important, extremely important. Let's go over here to the rectangle. We got the base, we got the height, perpendicular. Right angle, super important. Same thing down here. We got the base and the height perpendicular to each other. Now a lot of people, you know, I ask this every single year. What's the area of a square? 90% of the kids tell me. What's the area of a rectangle? Almost 100% of the kids tell me. And then I get to a parallelogram, and I ask a classroom, what's the area of a parallelogram? And it's silent. It's silent. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. I guess this is not an equation that we teach in middle school. Maybe you've seen it. Maybe you're the 1 out of 25 that knows it. Let's do this. I need to show you this, everybody. On my little demo, I'm going to put the base right here, and I'm going to try to put the height right there. And here's what we're going to do. I'm going to chop my parallelogram. So here we go. I'm going to cut off this piece. There. Got a parallelogram. Now, in order to find the area of this, you know, a lot of people are, I'm not sure. Do you multiply this side by the base? Do you multiply the height? If you were to just take this triangle right here that you just chopped off and move it to the other side, what have we created? We've created a rectangle. And notice that the area of a parallelogram is going to be the exact same as the area of a rectangle, because this is still the base. The base, here, check this out. The base starts here and continues. And even if you move it to the other side, it's still the exact same base. So the area of a parallelogram is base times the height, ensuring that you do have a right angle right there. It's I love this. I love when my math teacher showed me this in high school. It blew me away. Absolutely blew me away. Multiply the base times the height. That's the area of a parallelogram. Pretty simple. This next one, you know, folks, everybody knows this next one. Area of a triangle. Area of a triangle. Here, base. Height. Once again, right angle. Super important. Area equals. Now, don't you dare say that it's the exact same thing as these other three. Notice how these other three are all the same thing. Area equals base times height, area equals base times height, area equals base times height. Triangle is different. This is the different one. It's 1/2 base times height. Multiply the base, multiply the height, take 1/2 of whatever that product is. All right. Fantastic. Let's get started. EX1. Example 1. I'd like you to find the perimeter. Perimeter is the distance around a figure. And area of RSTU. Let me move this up. All right. Please draw your parallelograms large. Some of your notes, I mean, a lot of your notes are fantastic, but some of your notes, I mean, some of you are drawing your figures. Okay, I'm going to work in here. Come on. Blow up your figures, your pictures. Make them look legible. R-S-T-U. Let's make the height right here. Super important. Okay, we're going to say that the top is 32 inches. We're going to say this side is 20 inches. And, okay, be careful here, because some of the questions in your homework will get you. The distance from here to here is 20 inches also. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's get started. Find the perimeter and area of this parallelogram. It's a parallelogram. It's not a rectangle. It's not a triangle. It's a parallelogram. Okay, well, parallelogram, area equals base times height. Let's do this. We got to do two things. We got to find the perimeter and area. So let's do perimeter over here, and let's do area over here. So I'm going to go ahead and write the area equation. Area equals base times height, because that's the area equation of a parallelogram. I think I want to start with the perimeter first. So let's do the easy one, shall we? Let's do the easy one first. Perimeter. Add up the lengths of all the sides, and there it is. So let's start with this left side. Highlighting it, folks. This could be 20 plus. Let's add it to the top.